Hello, this is Dustin Burrell with CIS 225 End User Support. We're going to be doing Activity 8-4 using IPconfig and Netsh. I hope I'm saying that right. Netsh. This activity starts on page 352. It is basically Windows 7 in the command prompt and includes IPconfig and Netsh to view and configure IPv4 at the command line. These utilities can also be used for scripting. IPconfig is used to view IPv4 configuration or release and renew IP configuration from a DHCP server. Netsh can be used to configure IPv4, and in this activity you will use IPconfig and Netsh to view and configure IPv4 addresses. So I'm going to get into my virtual machine, which is already conveniently open. And just go down to the start button right here and type in CMD. As this pops up, go up here and hit the right click and run as administrator. When this pops up, just hit yes. And inside here, we're going to do an IP config. And as this pulls up, this command displays summary of your IPv4 and IPv6 information, which is right here, IPv address for 4 and IPv6 address. Down here, on our next thing, we're going to type in IPconfig all. If you just hit up, you can go, it'll remember your last command. Put a / and then all. Hit enter. When you type this command in, it displays a much longer list of IP configurations, such as physical address right here, the DHC enabled, auto configuration, IPv4 address. Where's our IPv4 address? Let's look at that real quick. But it's up here a little bit. Yeah, there it is right there. IPv4 address. And default gateway right here in the DNS servers. Now, if you type IPconfig release, I'll show you what that does. And push enter. With this command, you're releasing the DHCP address on your computer. In fact, after this command's typed in, you'll notice there isn't an IPv4 address anymore. We just have IPv6. So we release the IPv4 address. Type in your next command, which is IPconfig renew. Windows IP configuration will find your IPv4 address and it will display it, which it came back right there. Another configuration to go over is type Netsh, Netsh, enter. Now you're in Netsh command. Now we want to type interface so we can get a Netsh interface command. And one more command we want to add to here is IPv4, Netsh IPv4, hit enter. And this command changes to the IPv4 context where you can get more information about IPv4 configuration. To display these, put show and then enter. And as soon as you hit this command, it displays information about the IPv addresses. And we're just going to continue and put show addresses, get a little more specific. Enter. And here it displays the IPv4 addresses that are used by this computer. Or actually just the IP addresses in general. So after that you type show addresses, and now we want to get that address back. We just want to set an address, so we type in set address. And as you do that, this command shows help information on how to configure an IP address for DHCP or for static. If a command is missing required information, the help screen for that command is automatically output. See right there, use or enable or disable DHCP IP. And pretty much just hit exit. Well, type exit in, hit enter. And then that's pretty much just understanding the configurations of IPv4 addresses, how to get rid of it, get it back, release it. And that's all, guys. Thanks for joining me on my video. Any comments or questions, please feel free to let me know. Have a good day.